welcome to my Unreal Engine 4 tutorial series, and today we're gonna make a magnet system. So when we have a magnet, our coins are attracted towards us. It's gonna move to their position towards our player's body and then gonna destroy it. You can imagine a game like Subway Surfers. When we have a magnet, we're gonna call all the coins towards us. You can also do that when you press a certain key, all of the things around you gonna attract towards you. So let's give you a quick look on how this gonna look. So this black thing is our magnet. If I don't pick up this magnet, then the cones are our coins. Let's consider that. So if I being overlap, then and then it gonna attracted towards me. But if I have this magnet, so if I pick up this magnet, then these coins are attracting towards me on a certain radius. I hope you have seen it. So we're gonna make this one. So this is my brand new Unreal Engine third-person character project, and you can find this in the default Unreal Engine. So we're gonna make this happen. So how are we gonna do that? The best way I found was a scene component. You can find with any other things, but this is work. So click on this capsule component here because we want to attach all the things inside this one, and we don't want the collision issues. So click on this capsule component and add a scene component, this one under your utility, and I'm gonna call it a coin seeker. Yep. So you can and this coin seeker is the thing where your coins are attracted towards, so you can up and down to your desired value, it doesn't matter for me. And add a sphere collision, and I'm gonna call it a seeker. Seeker would be what? And the radius of the sphere should be 250, 250 too low, 300. Yep. So this is the radius where our coin is attracted towards her. So this is the radius, and this is our coin seeker where our coins would be attracted. So let's make a coin for that. So right click and create a blueprint class, actor class, and I'm gonna call it a coin. Open that up, and we need a static mesh, right? This would be our coin mesh, and let's make a coin to cone because I just want to do that. And the material would be, it is your coin, but I just want to make a bit clean, make it a bit up. So this is our coin, the cone shaped coin, and make a sphere collision under your coin and make the radius to 85. 85 would be work fine. Wow. After that, what we want to do, we want to call. So whenever our player's character is overlapped with this coin would be moved towards our player character. And you can see we have made this seeker collider, this one, the radius one. So this only work if you have a magnet. So if you don't have a magnet, you don't want to catch it from a distance. So we're gonna disable it, right? So right click on your sphere on your coin and add a event called on event begin overlap. So whenever our coin is being overlapped, we're gonna cast it to whatever the actor you are using. I'm using the third person character, so we want to cast it to third person character. And the reason why I am casting it to this one is because even if you don't have this collider, the coin catching collider, you want to get that coin if you begin overlap with that actor. So this is why I have casted this. And after that, let's first just disable the collisions. So enable collisions. So enable actor collision and set it to false. So this is gonna disable the collision of this actor. And we want to attach to component. So attach to component. So we want to attach our coin to component whenever our player is being overlapped, and the component should be obviously your coin seeker. So get coin seeker. The coin seeker we have just made the scene component, this one, and we want to attach it inside the parent. Yep. And what we want to attach, so we want to attach the target, the self. So we want to attach our coin, and where do you want to attach? So we want to attach towards our parent. The parent is our coin seeker component, and get the location rule to keep world, so it won't affect after attaching. After attaching, we want to move component to. So after attaching, we want to move that component towards our player. So you're gonna see that effect. The coins are moving towards us, right? So this move to component, we're gonna do that. And where do we want to move to? So this is our relative locations, and the location would be your coin seeker's relative location. So get relative location. Yep, you're gonna see these two bubbles. This is for inheritance. So the inherited value should see something like this. And what we want to move, so we want to move this component, and this component is your default scene root. So grab that your default scene root and attach it to your towards your component, and you can see this over time. This is the speed of your movement. So if you can change it, play around with it, and find the proper way to do that. And after completing, we want to destroy the actor because we don't want to do that. So after attaching, we want to obviously destroy the actor. So let's check out how this gonna work. Grab your coin and add it to here. If we hit play, this is our coin. If I being overlap, you can see this is grabbing towards us, and then it's gonna destroy it, right? We want that. So we have done the first part, attaching the towards and destroying it. You can play around with this number. So it is the speed of your move to component, right? Hit compile, save, close that up because we don't need that. However, what we need was a magnet, right? So let's create another actor, and we're gonna call it a magnet. Open that up. Inside your magnet, we need a sphere. First need a static mesh of a magnet. Not your instance static mesh, it is something different. The static mesh, we're gonna call it a magnet. And we also need a sphere collision. The reason I am being this collision is because it makes more sense. And let's make something which looks like a magnet. I don't know what looks like a magnet. The Unreal Engine's material shader, right? SM underscore, SM stands for Unreal. So how are you gonna do that? How to find a perfect thing? A cube would be work fine. Yep, this could look fine. The size would be 0.5. That doesn't much affect. And this one would be 80. Yep, I'm happy with this. Just grab and let's see how this gonna look. Yep, it is looking bit awkward. I'm just making this up so it looks center. Yep, it is looking great. So this is our magnet and this is our coin. Open your magnet up, and what we want to do, we just want to set begin overlap. So if our coin begin overlap is our third person, then what we want to do, we want to set the magnet effect. So how are you gonna do that? So open your third person character and let's make a custom event, and we're gonna call it magnet effect. Yep, and let's make a boolean, because if you need something, so I have made a boolean called has magnet. So if a player has a magnet, then we're gonna make it. So whenever your magnet effect start, your has magnet to true. After doing true, what we want to do, we want to grab the seeker, the collider, this collider, the red one, and we want to set the collision. Yep. And we want to set the collision to also overlap and query and physics both. So when and when only our this is true, then and then we're gonna set this. After doing add some delay. The delay is what? So the magnet effect, so how much your magnet's gonna affect. After that, after some delay, let's say 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds we want to set the magnet to false because the magnet effect is over, and we want to set this seeker to set enable collision, set collision, and we want to set it to no collision, right? Hit compile, save, and inside your magnet, whenever your player is being overlapped with this magnet, we want to destroy that actor and we want to start the magnet effect. So grab the node inside a player's character and start the effect, magnet effect. Yep. So we want to start this magnet effect. Hit compile, save, and inside your third person, right now on the starting we have this seeker, the collision is enabled, but we don't need that. So you can see this overlap all dynamic, just change it to custom. So you can see this all the collision preset set it to overlap and set this collision enabled to no collision. So by default it's gonna no collision, and whenever we affect our catch our magnet, it's gonna set it. So let's add some more coins. So this is our coin, it's also our coins, right? We have set much more coins. So this is all our coins. So if I don't pick up the magnet first, then this is spawning directly towards me. But if I okay, yep, the destroyed actor would be self. We have just attached this normal minor mistakes, sorry for that. Just tag that up. Let's pick up a coin, and whenever we pick up a coin, you can see we have grabbing our coins from a certain distance, and you can see we have a deleted actor in our world outliner. So this is how we work. You can change it to whatever you want the radius would be. Also you can set this inside our third person character. So if you press a certain key, let's say tab, then all of the things that overlapping with this seeker should be moved towards that. So you can also do that, it is the same thing. So this is all for this magnet tutorial. Thank you so much guys for watching, and bye bye.